Next speaker, Mr. Ayman Amin Hassan Ali, Director of Planning and Development at Financial Market Authority in Sudan, speaking on today's topic, Fintech and Equity Crowdfunding. Over to you, Mr. Ayman.
Hi, everyone. This is Ayman Amin from Financial Market Authority. Today, we will go through Fintech and equity-based crowdfunding. So, our agenda for today is the Sudan Financial Market Regulatory Authority, the FMA. We will talk about the main responsibilities and duties of the FMA. Then we will go through the financial supervisory regime in Sudan. After that, we will go to Sudan population. In two quotation, let us say that the crowd. Then we will move to the crowdfunding. And we will see together the fintech and crowdfunding. Then we will see the crowdfunding market potential globally and regionally and in Sudan. Okay. Sudan Financial Market Authority is the regulatory authority that supervises the financial markets in Sudan and the financial institutions. It was established under the Financial Market Authority Act 2016. The official beginning of its operation was in October 2020. In financial market, our vision is to build a fair financial environment for sustainable investment in Sudan. What we do is developing and upgrading the national financial industry by adopting the best practices and international standards in regulating, controlling, and supervising the financial markets in Sudan. To achieve that fairness or reliability and efficiency of the investment environment, and to achieve its stability in Sudan, reducing its risk and enhancing the integrity of its transaction, and protecting the investors in the financial markets in Sudan. This is what we are doing right now. Objectives of FMA, regulating financial sector in Sudan, and developing the Sudan financial market, and introducing advanced and more innovative financial services and instruments to stimulate the national economic growth, promoting investment and raising the awareness of financial markets in Sudan toward financial inclusion. Creating more attractive investment environment in Sudan, categorized by the justice and transparency and integrity. These are the main objectives of FMA. Now, let us look at the Sudan Financial Supervisory Regime. As you can see here, we have the Central Bank of Sudan, which is responsible for regulating and controlling the banks in Sudan. On the other hand, we have the Insurance Authority, which regulates and controls the insurance company. In the middle, as you can see, we have the Financial Market Authority. Financial Market Authority, as I said previously, regulates and controls the financial market. Here in Sudan, we have Khartoum Stock Exchange, and now we are establishing the minerals financial markets or gold exchange. Also, we are establishing right now Sudan financial market for agricultural commodities. Additionally, we have the responsibility for the depositories and clearance and settlement agencies in Sudan. Also, the securities issuers, which include listed companies and investment funds. We have also financial service providers such as brokerage companies, custody, financial consultation services, and of course the fintech. So here, as you can see, we have the fintech companies. Also, we are responsible for regulating fintech companies in Sudan. Before we go to the crowdfunding, let us take a look at the Sudan crowd. Sudan population as of the last United Nations estimation in the 1st of July 2021 was 44 million and 909,353. As you can see, the pattern trend and pattern here will show you that by the end of African Union agenda in 2063, there could be over 1 million 100 million people in Sudan. Sudan demographics, I call this pyramid the golden pyramid. Okay, as you can see here, around and according to the World Population Review and U.S. Census Bureau, about 41% of the total population is under the age of 15, and 20 of Sudanese people are between 15 and 24 years old, and 31% are between 25 and 54. This means that we have the young people enough to do the next level of New Sudan. So we have seen the crowd. Let's talk about the crowdfunding. Crowdfunding, also called the crowdsourced fundraising or crowd financing, is referring to collective operation, cooperation of a network of people. Let us call the crowd, together mainly financial resources in form of, let us say, in form of investment or non-investment to support the initiatives of others willing to establish, build, or to develop a specific business or project. So according to that definition, we have 4 main types of crowdfunding or crowdfunding models. As you can see here, we have the donation-based crowdfunding. We have the reward-based crowdfunding. Also, we have lending and equity-based crowdfunding. And today we will talk about equity-based crowdfunding. The first 2 types we call as non-investment crowdfunding, because in donation the supporters does not expect financial back from the investment, and also in the reward-based crowdfunding, the backers provide funding to individuals against what you call the products or services. In lending and equity-based, these types of investment crowdfunding. In equity-based crowdfunding, investors pay money against share in the initiatives or in the company or in the that project that is being funded. Benefits of crowdfunding. Crowdfunding overcomes the main challenges faced by the entrepreneurs not able to receive funding from financial institutions, which consider them too small, too risky. So the crowdfunding is standing there for those entrepreneurs. It is a lower has a lower requirements. Has you can say that unlimited finance. Unlimited finance in terms of if you go to the traditional financing from banking, then you have a limit in that fund. But here it is collectively, it's based on the crowd. So non-refundable finance. This is main objectives, main features, or main benefits of this type of funding. Non-refundable in equity-based crowdfunding. If I share with you in the company, then the entrepreneur should not to pay back the money to the investor because the investor will get a share into a company. Okay. According to a report for the World Bank in 2013, said that developing economies have the potential to drive the growth by employing the crowdfunding. And this is why in FMA we are doing hard to stimulate this type of funding. A study by RAW in 2019 used the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, showed that the national volume of crowdfunding is positively associated with the rules of law. So in Sudan, right now, we are regulating the equity-based crowdfunding in Sudan because the lending-based crowdfunding is regulated by the Central Bank of Sudan, whereas the equity-based crowdfunding is regulated by the FMA. As I said right now, who is regulating crowdfunding in Sudan. Fintech and crowdfunding. Fintech refer to technofinance or financial technology, which means that the application of technology to products and services in the financial industry. Fintech based solution. There are many types of fintech based solutions, such as digital identification, mobile application, cloud services, big data analysis, artificial intelligence, and so on. Fintech and equity-based crowdfunding. How to use fintech in equity-based crowdfunding? It's just simple as building an online platform. Okay, the company get the license from the FMA and have its platform. Through this online platform, the startups and entrepreneurs will come to that company and request for the funding. Then we have the investors or the crowd, and the crowd through the online platform will will pay their money and buy the shares on that initiative. Uh, Hello. There is a great potential.
Please continue.
Yeah, fintech and crowdfunding market potential. As you can see here, the research effort undertaken by the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance showed that the global funds that were raised via online platform in 2018 outside the incumbent banking systems and traditional financial markets were 304.5 billion. China was the biggest player in the online capital raising in 2018 for 71% of the global volumes in the world, followed by the US and UK. In around the world, the countries surpassed the 1 billion threshold of online finance in 2018, including Netherlands, Indonesia, Germany, Australia, and
We're
Japan.
running late, huh? A little bit, okay? 20 minutes. Yeah.
As you can see here, market potential regionally, as you can see, the Middle East has only about 2% of the market share of online funding in 2018. This means that we have a great opportunity in this type of business in the Middle East and in Africa, and particularly in Sudan. Okay. In Middle East and Africa market highlights here, as you can see here, Israel has continued to be the largest alternative finance market in the Middle East, followed by the UAE and Jordan. In online finance in Africa, grow by 102%, raised from the 103.8 million in 2017 to 209.1 million in 2018. The leading markets in Africa include Zambia and Kenya, South Africa, and Uganda. This figure shows that the growth in the Middle East market growth. As you can see, that there are a lot of opportunities in crowdfunding in Middle East and the market. So we look to this business domain is hello.
Right. So yes, Ayman. Yes. So
yeah, the last thing I would like to say is here in FMA we are working to regulate the crowd equity-based crowdfunding and to stimulate the startups and small businesses and to overcome all the obstacles, whatever it was, regulation or finance, so that entrepreneurs can find more opportunities to start their businesses. Globally, we are open to the everyone to start dialogue, to risk Sudan, to position Sudan to be one of international investors' options. We are, as I said previously, we are establishing the gold exchange. Sudan is the third producer globally in gold, and fourth producer in silver, as we are working to establish the commodity exchange here in Sudan, and number one around the world in the Arabic Gulf. So there are a lot of opportunities in Sudan, and we are looking to be a partner with the international investors. I'm not going to say that now Sudan is a part of the international community, but we are in the competition ring. So I think the early adopters of the opportunities in Sudan will find more opportunities other than the laggards, of course. So we are happy and to collaborate together to benefit together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayman, and hope to meet you in Sudan next year.
Okay, you are welcome.
Lastly, how is the crowdfunding going on right now in Sudan?
Okay, crowdfunding in Sudan right now is not regulated. Is not running this type of business in Sudan, and even if is running, is not regulated. I think by the end of this year, the regulations, especially particularly in equity-based crowdfunding, will be finished, inshallah.
Inshallah. And hope to have some new developments by next year's event in Sudan. So we will see you in person next year.
Yeah, hi, welcome. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.